Good Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to show number 2 of Best of 2019. Today, a treat. We're going to go back 5 years when Matthew and myself, we were in a different studio, and we were kind of all over the board on this show. 5 years ago, May 28th, 2014, and we get into all kinds of topics on this show. You know, when I open the show, it says we're going to talk bass fishing and anything else that we want to talk about. Well, we talked a lot of bass fishing, but we talked about a lot of other stuff in this show, including something that if you're watching the replay or if you're listening on iTunes on the podcast, you need to check this video out. This is video from 1954 that I found, and I'm just going to call it The Desert Anglers, because that is what this short film was called, and Matt and I talked about it on this show. And think about some of the similarities when you watch this or listen to it on how the very first Bassmaster Classic went down in Las Vegas. So check that out. We had Travis Manson on. Very interesting show because he is actually got into the yogurt business because he was done fishing the Bassmaster Elite Series, and some very, very interesting comments from Travis on this show. A really, really entertaining show. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget, live next week, one more Best of show tomorrow.
Seems to catch the fish that can't be caught, or it catches big ones, or whatever. I mean, I don't know what
catches the fish that can't be caught. The truth.
That's a great statement. No, you're just sick individuals here. All right, check this out.
We're sick. You told me he slam dunked it.
He's in 6th grade.
Oh,
come on.
Okay.
And I want to know what people out there think. I want to see it on the instant feedback.
The nature boy doesn't know. You went to class. What did you learn about the third person?
Come on, Nate. Anyway, we talk bass fishing and anything else that we want to talk about. And Drew, what are you doing with the Mountain Dew bottle?
Did a little green goodness this morning.
We got 1 minute before the show goes downhill. There's a warning. Drew's likely to blurt out.
Blurt out downhill 1 minute after
statements.
1.
No, hang on. Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to BTL Bass Talk Live, where we're going to talk bass fishing and anything else that we want to talk about. Drew is missing. I still got the nature boy, though.
He had shirtless photos on Facebook.
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted stories. I wanted to, he's supposed to have photos and video and all this other stuff.
Drew likes to worship the sun god.
Well, I do know this. He is at work. So he did make it back in one piece, all safe and sound.
That's always a bonus. Can't say that every Memorial Day, can you,
all the
Drew?
one-timers. So we got a good show today. Me and the Nature Boy will hold things down here in the studio. We got a couple of special items that we're going to throw down. One, we're going to have Travis Manson on.
The hair is back.
Who has just absolutely been smashing the smallmouth. And
how often do we talk about when is enough enough? When do you pull the chute and say, I'm taking a break. The Elite Series hasn't really worked out for me. Travis did that. He is now a yogurt tycoon who is literally catching hundreds of 6 to 8 pound smallmouth a day. Sounds like the right decision.
Did you call him a yogurt tycoon?
Yeah, I did. I think he's taken Philly, the Philly self-serve yogurt scene by storm. Seriously. When we go out there for the Delaware River, yogurt for everyone.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We'll talk to him about it. Anyway, I hadn't had him on. I saw him at the Classic. And I said, what have you been up to, man? Talked about it. I said, well, we're going to get you on the show. He watches the show. He's always watched it, too.
Yeah.
I said he's one of our 3 viewers. And
4, actually.
He just started posting these obnoxious... I mean, you know how Zona likes to post photos of smallmouth?
Yes, sir.
He's just all obsessive. Manson's smallmouth makes Zona's smallmouth look like minnows.
Minnows, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right. By the way, did you notice I'm not wearing a hat today?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason.
Court.
No. Actually, I'm going to get a haircut. That's one of them.
Didn't you graduate college or something today?
No, I have my final class today. Or tonight, this evening.
How to succeed in college?
Yeah.
Did you or did you not do all the assignments in a day and a half online and then get
not true.
And then get upset because you emailed the instructor saying, "Do I have to attend class?" And he said yes, and you said, "You got to be kidding me."
I did not email him, and it took me about a week to get everything done. So it took a while.
I'm not kidding. One of the questions.
Granted.
One of the questions on Jeffrey's test was multiple choice, A, B, C, or D. The instructor's name in this class is...
That's a difficult question.
Fred Jones, Jones Fredrickson, Fredrickson Jonesworth,
No, it's not.
or Frederick Jones. Literally, one of the questions was, what is the instructor's name?
It was not like that.
That is 100% true. Is that not one of the questions? Was that not one of the questions?
Yes, but the dude's last name is Woodard instead of Woodward. The man wanted to make sure he was giving you 2 points if you paid attention to what his name was. That's all that was. No. So, yeah, I get
One of the other questions, I think, was true or false. If you feel like you know the material, you can skip class as often as possible.
No. All right, check this out. Once again, we're going to go to Travis Manson here in about 15, 20 minutes. Dude, I have found some vintage video. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know when the first Bassmaster Classic took place? Do you remember?
60... Oh, this makes me look bad. 67?
Definitely wasn't in the 1950s.
67?
Correct?
No, do you know?
I don't. I don't off the top of my head. 50... Wasn't it the 50th... Or is the 50th anniversary coming up? Or was it the 50th anniversary?
Dude, I consider myself a quasi-historian.
I found this video, dude, and it pretty much speaks for itself.
What year is this from?
1954. All right, check this out. The Desert Anglers. Jay Bonifield was the producer. You tell me if this looks familiar.
Flying plane sets down at Las Vegas. It's the last place you might look for a fisherman with his rod and reel. Yet right here in the midst of the great American desert is one more place where the bass really proves itself as the nation's #1 freshwater game fish. Waiting on the sidelines,
71.
Jason Lucas, ex-cowboy.
Okay, this is 1954.
Bear hunter, the English-born angling expert is now an editor of Sports Afield magazine. He probably knows more about the habits of bass and bass fishermen than
Look at all the ladies.
With him is Johnny Good, an Eastern friend he's tempted and inveigled into hopping on an airliner whose speed makes these nearby desert lakes a weekend excursion instead of a week-long trek.
Now, did Ray Scott get this idea from this? About flying to Vegas? Looks pretty familiar, doesn't it?
Vegas, where other games of chance hold sway, Lucas Travis and Johnny hurry across 50 miles of bone-dry Nevada desert with the true angler's impatience to try their luck and wet a line on Lake Mojave. As in all sports, there's a difference of opinion among fishermen about equipment.
Was that a Livingston that I saw in there?
The newest idea in rods, hollow glass, and he puts on a spinning reel, a light line device that's old in Europe but catching on fast over here.
A light line device.
That's what Aaron Martin's used to.
Meanwhile, gets a few casting viewers.
Is this not freaking awesome?
About 500.
I see a wiggle wart.
Jason puts together a casting rod of split bamboo, but with a new wrinkle. It's impregnated with Bakelite plastic for added strength and action. He uses an old fisherman's trick to lubricate the ferrules for an easy fit.
What are they lubricating?
For an easy fit. It's a two-piece.
Oh.
And now they're off into a bass fisherman's wonderland.
Has anybody seen this? You ever seen this?
What is it?
Offspring of Hoover Dam and the Colorado River. Above Hoover Dam is huge Lake Mead. Below it is Mojave, hemmed in by cliffs carved by the Colorado. It is full of deep coves and inlets, which once were box canyons known only to wandering Indians and vanished prospectors with their burros. It is all a part of the Lake Mead recreational area administered by the National Park Service. An osprey or fishhawk leads the anglers on. Each turn of the boat's course leads into hidden getaways, where, whether or not a visitor wants the excitement of a fighting fish on the end of a line, he can sit amid nature's solitude and grandeur.
Keep expecting to see Rick Clunn sitting on a rock around every corner.
So this is 15 years? No, 17 years before the first
It
classic.
takes only a second or two to get an impatient line in the water, for it's spring, and the fish are close to the surface. Johnny Good ties on a spinning
I love
reel
that name.
looks exactly like nothing good to eat, even for a fish.
What the hell is that?
Lure pulls the light line off the reel as a dressmaker might pull a length of thread from a spool. On the retrieve, the 4-pound line is picked up by a mechanical finger and rewound on the stationary spool.
If you think about it, the spinning rod has not evolved nearly as much as bait casters. Think about that. I mean, that looks like it does now. I mean, their bait casters have evolved so much. A spinning reel.
This is a plug and more conventional casting reel. His casting form has been perfected by years of almost daily fishing.
This dude was a badass back in the day.
Johnny Good.
Yeah.
I like how they're matching team derby.
This is a wobbling lure, and to the
I
uninitiated
told you that was a wiggle wart. Did I not say that there was a wiggle wart?
What the hell is that?
frog, by reeling it in fits and starts.
Rojas.
Look at Rojas.
Rojas is ripping everyone off now.
Here's a flatfish. Although there is no such animal, a zoological fact unknown to the bass who love it. And for use right on the surface, there's the popper. However, that's enough school. It's time for fun, says Mr. Largemouth Bass, and Jason sets the hook with a jiggle, not a jolt.
A jiggle, not a jolt.
A good 3-pounder. The loser goes into the net with proper form, tail down. Here goes for a little spinning, threadline angling as it's called in Europe. John Good has come a long way for this, and it looks as though he has one sulking on that tight line. And here's one that will almost pay for the trip.
If I've ever fished the U.S. Open, I'm locking down to this place.
Controlling backlash and tension strictly with his thumb, a method used only by experts.
All right, we'll go to more of that. Is that not freaking awesome?
I'm locking down to there. I'm locking out a mead into, what was that called? What lake?
Mojave.
I'm locking down into Mojave.
Mojave. So 1954, do you think somehow, some way, Ray Scott might have seen that footage and thought, we're going to Lake Mead?
I have no idea.
You think? I would really like to ask him that. 1954. Dude, I love that old stuff like that.
How did you come across that?
Do my homework. Do my homework, man.
What did you get on that test?
What?
How did you miss 8 questions on that test?
Oh, on the third one?
The one you got 92% on, where it was like, what's the instructor's name?
That's 3 questions.
How many points is this test worth?
Dude, it was freaking hard.
What days are the class?
It wasn't that bad. Do you know the difference between...
Sitting next to your friend is a good idea in class, true or false?
What is it? Visual memory and actual memory?
No.
Okay, then. I don't remember either. Case studies. All right, now, man, what is going on with all these heart attacks? Wendell had a heart attack?
Fortunately, it sounds like he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It sounded like, for just based on the FLW press release, no open heart surgery. They're able to, put a stent in, and he just has to rest. I mean, that dude is active. Doesn't he have a Fishing Texas TV show? I mean, he's in shape.
All kinds of stuff, man. You just never know. You just never know. And, a number of other guys have became ill here recently. The Legend had some heart issues.
Legend had major heart issues.
Yeah.
Had an open heart surgery and then shot a deer like 16 hours after having 4 stents put in his heart.
That's crazy.
Speaking of which, can you pay me a couple of months in advance now that we're talking about never knowing what's going on here?
Oh. What? You don't have faith in me?
I'm just saying.
Dude, I'm well insured, okay?
The doors are closed. The doors are closing if you go down.
No, I'm well insured. Well insured, at least until the age of 65. So I got a few years left.
All right.
After 65, then we're in a world of hurt. Hopefully I made wise decisions. All right. Here, now I dug that up. Here, let me show you this.
You got another video, or is this?
Yeah, but this is really kind of creepy.
And I'm not. No, I don't even. I can't even watch The Sixth Sense right now when it's on. No. This is where you're glad you're listening on iTunes.
That's me. The best breakfast under the big top is Post Sugar Rice Crinkles. So crinkly, so delicious, so different. Each grain of rice in Sugar Rice Crinkles is crinkled with honey and sugar. It's so good, I crinkle every time I eat it. Yep, no matter what other rice cereal you've ever tried, you'll love Post Sugar Rice Crinkles best of all. Honey and sugar make it different and wonderful. A circus of fun to eat. So you crinkle on down to the store for Post Sugar Rice Crinkles, the greatest.
That was actually for Drew. But what do you think about that?
Like I said, that was a 30-second moment where the people who are listening on iTunes are glad that they don't have the visual stimuli. Folks, that was the creepiest clown in the world from the 1950s.
Is that not creepy?
With these big red lipstick lips eating it was...
It went along with the movie, man. It did. It was one of the commercials.
That was really creepy.
And we cut it out. But clowns doing cereal commercials, it doesn't really aspire me to go out and make a purchase for what were they called again?
Crinkles.
Crispy Crinkles?
Has there ever been a creepy fishing commercial?
I don't know. I could look.
Yeah, there
Which
was.
one?
There was. What was that one where wasn't there like a bass that was like haunting someone or chasing someone or?
No, I don't know.
Or maybe that was the Bud-Dry Doobie Doobie Doo penguin. Bud Ice.
By the way, I did see they have a new Hotels.com commercial out, and that dude does look like Ike and Allie. All over it. And he might be freelancing there a little bit. And then the other thing, this is not a video.
Speaking of Ike and Allie.
Yes.
I guess they had the Ike Live show.
Yes, they did.
Dude, how come this has never happened on BTL? A one-time only non-archived drunk web streaming?
Because it's happening during the day, and
I'm so upset that I missed it, because that is the beautiful thing about what it is.
That's right.
That's exactly what it was designed for.
One of these days, we may have a uncut, BTL uncut, uncensored, and do it late at night, and partake in a few beverages, and just probably get us in all kinds of trouble.
Did you see it? I missed it.
No, I didn't.
I've heard about it. I got some calls on it. I was like, "Now I've heard mixed reviews, but as a whole, I heard it was a pretty good hour of entertaining, uncut video of Iaconelli and his friends."
All right. While I was perusing and finding that wonderful video that we will go back and actually take a peek at later, I started thinking about some of the stuff that's on eBay. Now, have you ever bought anything on eBay, Matt? Have you bought lures or?
I look a lot at eBay to just get a feel for how it is, but now I'm leery of a PayPal account.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just am.
I mean, it's safe. There is no fear there.
Anyway,
unlike the clown video.
I haven't purchased it. I have my mom. I'll call my mom and I'll say, "Hey,
your mom
put a bid in on this." Well, my mom does tons of eBay stuff.
So it's okay for her, but it's not okay for you.
My dad is obsessed with. He's retired recently, and he collects antique soldering irons.
There's a market for that?
Well, that's the beautiful thing. There's not a market, so we can get a ton for really cheap on eBay.
Soldering irons.
Antique soldering irons.
Okay.
So.
All right.
That's a lot of eBay work goes into.
All right. Well, anyway, I thought, what would happen if you key in Kevin Van Dam's name? Not fishing reels, not...
Just Kevin Van Dam.
Just Kevin Van Dam.
Well, I would imagine a lot of... Brent Brody of the Lake stuff would come up.
All right, well, here's what you got. All right, you got some reels.
What do they want for that crankbait?
99 cents. All right, right.
Was that a 6XD and a sexy shad?
Yeah, and then more reels and reels. All right, do you remember this one here? The Bomber Excalibur?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, that's epic.
How long ago was that?
$8.95. That was back probably in the 80s. Late 80s, I think.
So he was with Bomber before Strike came.
They had a signature series, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. So
how many bids on that? Has there been a bid?
Keep going on that. 0 bids. 0 bids. Okay, so we're still going. There is a Kevin Van Dam Excalibur suspending crankbait, which I'd never seen one of those before.
That's a weird looking crankbait.
Yeah. Lots of reels, lots of reels.
Another one.
All right, and here is where we start to get into what I was really trying to look for, the signature items. Stuff that is actually autographed. All right.
Is there a market? What do they want for the old...
Right there, the 8x10.
Yeah.
And it's got sale. It was $112. It's on sale now for $28.
That's fair. $28.
And you get free shipping.
Hasn't the autograph market gone downhill with the economy?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know that the hockey card market
has. I've never seen this before. How about the Revel?
The what?
The Revel. You probably don't know what Revels are.
No.
Model cars. We used to build those with model glue and all kinds of other stuff. All right? The Kevin Van Dam Team Pro Fish Silverado.
Silverado?
Yes.
Can we buy that?
$9.99.
And you put it together. You build it.
Yes. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then here's an autograph Smithwick Rogue, I think, for a penny. 1 penny. Some Mustang hoods.
We know how long it is.
99 cents. Kevin Van Dam hat. Buy it now. $35.
if you're in a part of the country where you don't have access to Elite Series tournament or
here's his rookie
access
card.
to these guys, and someone really likes Kevin Van Dam, I think $35 for a hat, or $28-$30 for a photo would be a cool gift.
Rookie card, $50.
Oh, dude, I would pay $50 for that.
Not signed. Here's another Bomber Excalibur. Buy it now, $16.95. Lots and lots of reels. All right, let me keep going down here. Autographed 8x10 fishing photo. The things that they used to give away. You remember those Toyota Tundra?
Yep.
But it's signed, $49.95.
No bids.
No bids. Here's another one. Was $90, now $22.50. All right, here is a rare Kevin Van Dam signed photo, and it says nice and rare. $9. All right, let's go to page 2 real quick.
This isn't really surprising. Is this surprising to you?
A little bit.
Why, that there's that much, or that
No.
the price, or
A little bit. Now, what is this? It says Kevin Van Dam signed autograph Bassmaster Fishing Pro Angler Rare COA look. Any idea what that is?
COA?
Yeah. Well, I know what COA stands
Campground
for.
of America, or is that KOA?
I don't know. Here's another Kevin Van Dam rare COA look, $29.95 or best offer. But most of this stuff, the other thing that I was looking at to see if there were any bids, and I did not find, and I'm still looking right now, I do not see one thing that has a bid on it. Here's an autographed 18 by 24 quantum poster, $150.
That's actually kind of cool.
That is a cool poster.
That would be awesome for a kid who loves fishing.
Yeah. So, more pictures, more stuff.
Did you look up Randy Howell? Check
Randy
check
Howell?
someone who's hot, who won the Classic, who people, I mean, you see what I'm saying? Van Dam hasn't won it. I mean, if you get a resurgence, if you won the Classic, I'm sure that you get some bids on that stuff. But do someone who
DT6, $10. Charles Benhow. There's nothing. There's nothing.
You do Randy Howell fishing or something, maybe.
Okay, let me try that. DT6. A Bass Quest magazine, first
Autograph?
edition. Yeah, $37. And that's it. There's nothing else. Give me another name.
Do Mark Davis. With the current Angler of the Year leader. He's hot.
There's a $7.99 crankbait. And another 99-cent crankbait.
Those were good ones, aren't they?
Yeah. Fat-free shads.
Yeah.
99 cents. Nothing. Nada. Zero.
Who's trying to get a hold of us?
I don't know who that is. All right. So last name I'm going to do. How about Iaconelli?
That'll work. It's going to be page after page for him.
Let's see here. Berkeley stuff. Oh, $89.99. Tournament worn autographed Berkeley bass hat Bassmaster Classic.
Now there you go. That's the real deal there.
There's his book for $2.56.
There's a collection of stuff he's thrown in the lake.
$400. Wow, $3.99. Signed autograph, $59.99. His book. There's a Yamaha hat for $90. You ever seen that book before? Advanced Finesse Bass Strategies? Bass Fishing DVD.
Yeah, didn't that come out like 2 or 3 years ago?
Rookie fishing cards.
You know what would be funny is to take
Not a whole lot.
take fishing cards to a like a trading card convention. And see, walk up, guys have like Barry Bonds rookie cards and stuff, and you're like, dude, here's a Aaron Martin's rookie card. What do you give me?
It's kind of ironic. It says the Classic Champ has one item on eBay.
I'm sure you could tweak some of the search criteria if we had time.
Can you get the search any more basic than typing in Randy Howe fishing?
Hey, maybe all the stuff gets bought and it's not on there.
Oh, you think that's the case?
I don't know.
They're out of it. It's gone, finished. So we'll check a couple more of those. We are way behind.
Yep.
I think we need to.
Dude, we gotta call Travis Manson.
Well, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna roll in to our break with more vintage video. So everybody, stay tuned. We'll be right back with Travis Manson.
The lake is deep, almost 200 feet in some places, but there is some shallow water fishing to be had. Johnny has one that has been lingering near the ledge. To many bass fishermen, the fly rod provides the best sport. Lucas, using an impregnated bamboo trout rod, is working a popping bug, a tiny, almost weightless lure that remote...
Sleek new design with easy control file. The clearest images underwater with uncompromising range. Live mapping from the touchscreen. View notifications, video, even Google Maps on screen. And for the first time ever, real-time view of fish movements with live sight sonar. HDS Live. New from Lowrance.
I got my power pole down, stuck in the mud in the bottom of the lake, sitting so still in the wind and the waves, could even be a hurricane. I got my power pole down.
AFCO has a new foul weather rain suit called the Hydronaut. A lot of the features that I really like about it first is the speed vent hood. If it's raining out, how a person gets wet is when you run down the lake and the hood comes down. With the speed vent hood, it's going to stay up. It has a camera mount in the pocket on the chest. The Hydronaut has a 2-layer, 100% waterproof nylon shell. If you're interested in a rain suit that has a lot of cool features that's going to keep you dry, you need to check out the Hydronaut from AFCO.
Aaron Martin's here. I'm going to be telling you about a new product by Sunline. It's Siglon PE x8. I've been using it almost extensively all year for my frogging, flipping, drop shotting, shaky heading, worming, jerk baiting. It's by far my favorite Sunline braid. I honestly, I don't say this unless I think it's true, but honestly, it's the best braid in the market of any of the braids. Definitely check it out. It's a price point line, $14.95 for 165 yards, and that could last you a whole year, just one spool with using leader material. It's Siglon PE x8. It's my favorite braid, and I think if you use it, it'll be your favorite braid too.
Blue Water by TH Marine, offering LED lighting solutions for your boat, trailer, truck, ATV, and so much more. Engineered and built to be rugged with waterproof and submersible options. Designed for easy installation, Blue Water is available in a variety of colors and styles. All backed by a limited lifetime warranty. Blue Water by TH Marine.
It takes only a second or two to get an impatient line in the water, for it's spring, and the fish are close to the surface. Johnny Good ties on a spinning lure that looks exactly like nothing good to eat, even for a fish.
All right, we are back. Mark and Matt in studio.
As a dressmaker, might pull a length.
And I can't get enough of that video.
How long is it?
The 4-pound line is
That's like
a mechanical finger.
8 minutes.
What is it?
9
Just
minutes.
a feature that they ran? Like, what
Yeah.
was it on TV? Like, or I mean,
Well,
what,
back
what
then
was
you
it?
went to the movie theater. Everybody would go to the movie theater, and it was like probably a little short that they ran in the movie theater.
I got you.
You know, what is that? 16 millimeter. Do you know what that is?
It's the film that they used to use.
Yeah.
In the,
And by the way, COA is Certificate of Authenticity. Figure that one out.
so it's authenticized autograph.
Yes, it is. All right, you ready to go to our guest, Mr. Travis? Travis, you there, man?
I am here. What's going on?
Hanging out, man. We are having nowhere close the fun that, based upon the photos that we have, dude, you're living the life.
You know, my new favorite word is epic, okay? And it was an epic weekend.
That is unreal. I'm going to queue up some of the photos here. Right. Give me just like 2 seconds.
I pulled like 5. There's
All
a
right,
couple
here's the
of,
first one here. But just kind of describe what this whole experience was like. And those are just some freaks.
Right. Anyone who follows the fishing up in, the Bay of Green Bay and watches that closely, in the last couple weeks, there was some big tournaments up there. And it took a 30-pound average to win those. And, if a guy had 20 pounds, he wasn't even, he might have been 100th place.
all smallies, right?
Yeah, it's all smallmouth. I mean, there's largemouth out there, but we don't mess around with those. It's it's the land of the giants, really, and it's an amazing place that, I mean, I'm addicted to it. I've been going through withdrawals. I'd wake up in a hot sweat, wasn't eating right, nothing, because, I can't get enough of that. And, I headed up there and just crushed them. And it's very few people, get to experience a fight like that. And it happens every year, and it happens throughout the year, not just the springtime.
Now, Travis, be honest here. Is what you did the last week more fun than trying to go scrounge out 14 pounds at Dardanelle and save your butt and get a $10,000 check? Did that cross your mind? Like, is that more fun than fishing the Elite Series? The no pressure 25-pound limits of smallies.
I enjoy being able to go out and experiment and fish the way I want to fish without the pressure. But believe me, I want to get back on the Elite, so that's it's twofold there. But it's all great. It is fun just being able to go up there and crush and catch monsters.
So you were telling me on the phone before today that you play this kind of sick, twisted game with yourself while you're on the water. How many 25-pound limits can I catch in a day?
Right. Yeah, that's the goal. It's no longer, you're going down and either you're sight fishing or looking for cruisers or whatever the case may be. And after a while, your hands just get so beat up that 4-pounder you see, you're really not even interested in casting to it because you don't want to. I mean, honestly, that's you're looking for big fish, and that's my goal. Is I love to see. I mean, there was some 30. I mean, I had five that went 6 pounds. I had 30-pound bags, but 5-pounders are more common than not up there, and you can catch as many 4s as you want. In a given day, it's 100 to 200 fish days are common up there under the right conditions, and there's a potential. The state record smallmouth in Wisconsin is 9 pounds 1 ounce, and I mean that's going to be broken soon here, and I'd love to be the one to break that. My biggest up there is only just over 8, so I live there.
So are you becoming like those California dudes that everyone does the features on, where they like just completely just neglect their health instead their self and their life, and they just are obsessed with catching the world record? Except you're is it fair to say that you're like that with the smallmouth of Wisconsin?
Yeah. I'm getting that way. I actually, recently made the move out to the Philadelphia area, so it's a little bit harder for me to get up there as often as I'd like. I actually am keeping my boat up there at my parents' house back home and flying up, 2-3 times a month to go chase them down. But I'd love to have that opportunity. Now's the time to do it. It would be awesome. I mean, it would be a dream come true to be able to break that record, and I try every time I go out because, you never know. I actually do keep a landing net out at all times because you just never know when that freak is going to get on the other, end of the line, and I want to get them in.
The biggest one you've seen this month?
Oh, man, I did see, I really think I saw the state record on Saturday. I was up in Northern Bay on Lake Michigan, and I was in about 4 feet of water, and I think it was just messing with me because it was just cruising. And a lot of the cruisers you see, they'll take off, 20, 30 yards away from the boat, and you kind of got to hunt them down. And this one just sat underneath the boat, and it took me a while. I'm like, that's just a carp. There's no way. And it was, the wake of the boat there kept the wind away, and it got real slick, and I got a really good look at this fish. And I was staring at a lot of 5 and 6, 7 pound fish of the last couple of days, and that one just dwarfed them. And you know how the story goes. I never was able to get him to bite, but I certainly did. I did see it.
Does that haunt you?
A little bit. I wake up at night thinking about it. There's no doubt. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, dude. For the people who followed you, know what you're doing. You said you're out in Philly, and I kind of teased it before. You are a major player in the yogurt game in the Philly yogurt scene. Is that a true statement?
Can you believe that? Unreal. No, that is true. In fact, it was crazy how everything came together. In 2010, when I was fishing the Open on the Chesapeake Bay, I met a guy named Jack Rinkers who fishes. He's a good stick on the bay, and he helped me out, learning the Chesapeake, and we became friends. And, about a year and a half ago, he knew, quite frankly, I was running out of money to continue on the Elite Series. And he said, hey, dude, move out here. Let's put together a game plan. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but let's figure something out. So I did. I just packed up, grabbed my crankbaits and left. And here I am out here. We got 2 stores going, and it's going real good. I'm looking to open up a few more stores and get back out on the Elite Series on my own dime and, get back to it.
So you definitely want to get back into it?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, I do. I really miss being on the road and, fishing like I was. It was tremendous. I mean, there's no doubt I want to get back and do that.
Well, there you go. The story of the... Now, you were telling me, I don't know if you want me to say, you were catching these fish on like 80-pound braid? Some of these fish?
A lot, yeah. I'll do a lot of different techniques from drop shots and dragging tubes, but when they get locked on the beds up there, which there was a lot of fish in pre-spawn, spawn, different parts of that bay, there's, the fish are in different stages. So there was one area where it was literally 3,000 beds. I mean, I don't know. It was crazy. And I just picked up a flipping stick, with 65-pound braid, quarter-ounce weight, Texas rig plastic, and just flipped in the beds. If they didn't hit it on the first cast, I'd just, turn 20 degrees and flip to the next bed. And just, there's something to be said about setting a hook on a 5-pound smallie and just, flipping them in the boat like there's no tomorrow. I mean, that's a blast. But the A-rig came into play as well for a lot of the pre-spawn fish. I mean, if they didn't hit it, or I caught a fish on every cast pretty much in certain areas up there. And, of course, the jerk baiting works. I mean, you can do pretty much whatever you like to do, in order to catch them. And you just got to be in the right place at the right time. And, I mean, you see those pictures. I mean, it's ridiculous. In my opinion, I fished from the Chesapeake, Lake Champlain to St. Lawrence, Erie, St. Clair. I mean, there's no comparison to what lives up in Lake Michigan.
Well, there you go, folks.
Cool stuff, man. What's your favorite yogurt flavor?
Yogurt. I really like the Twix, man. You got to put some waffle cones, maybe some chocolate chips on there and some fudge and whip that up. That's pretty good. But you guys are welcome to free yogurt anytime you're up here.
How far away are you from the Delaware River where they're having this derby?
Oh, man. I'm only about 20 minutes from the Delaware. I'm about 45 from the Chesapeake Bay. And I try to avoid the Delaware as much as I can. Those guys are going to have fun when they get up here. But,
wow.
It is what it is. It's going to be an interesting event. I actually look forward to seeing the guys when they come. When is that? August, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That'll be a challenge for them. There's fish in there, though. It'll
It's bad when the guy who lives around there, all he can say about it is, there's fish in there.
Wow. What's a yogurt?
Real quick, the Chesapeake Bay is actually amazing. There's, 20-pound bags to win a tournament all year long. And, the Delaware flows, you can get from the Chesapeake, the Delaware to Chesapeake. But I think Bass is making the Chesapeake off limits, so that's even going to make it a little tougher for the guys when they do get up here.
Are you going to have, custom flavors like the Ike and Ellie or the KVD and maybe come out with maybe a special run for the Elite Series guys? Maybe
a little good idea. I like that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll get a mobile yogurt stand and bring it down there for the event.
Yeah, you could just have them. You could have just different names for all the different guys.
What's your company called?
It's called Yogo Factory.
Yogo Factory.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm serious, man. I would look into that. That sounds like a cash cow.
I like it. We already have those gummy worms, so we're getting close.
Yeah.
I'd take a large Van Dam while I watched them weigh in.
There you go. I wonder what flavor that would be.
I don't know. Let us know when you come up with that.
Excellence mixed with money green.
I don't know.
I like it.
All right, man.
I don't know.
Hey, Travis, thanks for taking time out, man. That just looked incredible. Great pictures.
Anytime you guys want to come up there, we can whack them. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be going back. I'm actually going back this weekend. I have to. It's going to be ridiculous up there. And then I'm actually going up 4th of July weekend up to Washington Island, which is the tip of the Door County Peninsula. That's going to be crazy. And then you can't count out July and August, man. The fish, believe it or not, up north get super shallow in the summer. I don't care if it's 80 degrees out. They're going to be in 2 feet of water, and you're going to be cruising along, and you're going to look out, and 30 yards away, there's this 6-pound big black blob just sitting there, and you cast your, Cinco 20 feet away from it, and the thing just runs right after it and crushes it. It's just sick. So, I'm addicted. I can't wait. That's all. To me, that's the best fishing there ever will be.
All right, man. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Take care.
Soon.
All right, see you.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Absolute freaks in nature.
How fun does that sound?
That's pretty fun. I know some of those smallmouth that I caught at 10 Killer are no comparison, and that was an insane day catching those things.
That's what I figured. I mean, I just like.
Can you imagine going out on a cloudy day, throwing a topwater all day long, catching nothing but that?
I know, but can you imagine sight fishing, and if it doesn't hit on the first pitch, you're like, on to the next 5-pounder. I mean, usually you get a 5-pound smaller in a bed, you're calling everyone, yeah, sorry, I'm going to have to cancel plans. I won't be at the kid's baptism. Graduation is all out the window. Sorry, job interviews have to be postponed. I'm pulled down on a 5.
All right, folks, check this out. I'm going to give something away if the Nature Boy will do his job and ship out the prize pack. The first person that throws up on the instant feedback what's wrong with this photo, you're going to have a winner. This is a photo that was sent to me via Twitter of an ad that was placed in a magazine. I'm not going to mention the magazine, but I'm just going to throw it out there now. Look, real quick, first person on the instant feedback. What is wrong with the photo? Please tell me. Do you know what's wrong with the photo there, Matthew?
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting. A fabulous prize pack. Chris, where are you watching us from today? Throwback. Okay, we have a winner. Chris. Chris from where? Come on, Chris. Chris. Bismarck, North Dakota.
Nice.
There you have it. There's a full blown up. There you have it. Your 2012 FLW Angler of the Year, Mr. Brent Chapman. That's incorrect.
Isn't David Dudley somewhere going, what the heck?
You know, we all make mistakes, but when it comes to spending good money on advertisement, you probably want to make sure that one's good to go.
Yeah, I'll still file that under harmless mistake.
Really? Obviously, you do not understand how the advertising proofing world works.
I understand it. It doesn't, he won an Angler of the Year. I mean, are you going to go, FLW? I'm not going to buy that.
Do you think they purposely did that to get a discussion going, maybe?
That'd be smart. That's been done before.
Yes, it has.
That'd be very smart.
Harmless mistake. Are you kidding me? They either did it on purpose or they did a really bad job in editing. One of the two. Now, if they did it on purpose, they're thinking way out there. It's been done before. You mention it. We're talking about it. Maybe that's... I didn't even mention the company. But I think everybody can figure it out. No need. No need. Let's see. What else do I have here?
Do you want to go to Wisconsin this weekend? I hear they're biting.
Really?
Yep.
Well, as I do each day, I have to make sure that we throw in just a few seconds of this, my friend, because
our theme song.
You can never really
get enough.
And if and only if it works properly. I had it all queued up. Oh, well, see, you got to go and do this, and they're trying to see. I bet they didn't get that wrong. All right, here we go. We are almost there. Folks, a return visit from the BTL band.
The only thing that could make this better.
Here we go.
The only thing that could make this better is if you had an Uncle Steve video with this as the soundtrack.
That's possible. All right, just a little taste there.
Could you imagine just cranking that while you're just catching 6-pound smallies?
I still think
in the crisp Wisconsin air.
One of the Elite Series guys,
5-pounders listening to this.
One of the Elite Series guys should use that for their theme music as they go across the stage. You know? Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Unwanted. That is on the list. What was that? Oh. Here. Let me get this queued up.
You're going off the board here.
No, I just I glanced at this when I was looking at the eBay stuff, and there are just ridiculous things, and I'm not going to cue up the picture, that people have paid for items on eBay. I'm just going to go through a few. There was a grilled cheese sandwich that somehow, some way, somebody thought that the Virgin Mary was on the grilled cheese sandwich. That went for $28,000. How about a ghost in a jar? Somebody from the state of Arkansas actually claimed that they had a ghost captured inside of a jar.
Well, that proves it's got to be J.O. He can do anything.
He found it while metal detecting. That went for $15,000. All right? I'm not even going to go down that one. A Doritos nacho cheese chip that was shaped as a replica of the Pope's hat. How much do you think that went for?
$26,000.
$1,200.
Oh, I would have overbid that one.
All right. A vampire killing kit.
Keep going. I'm getting my eBay item right now.
How much do you think the vampire killing kit went for? $29,000 for the vampire killing kit. How about the actual window perch and the window that Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed JFK? Any idea?
In a museum.
I know, but it's not. Somebody bought it. $3 million.
Holy cow.
This I did not realize. Do you realize they actually have real human shrunken heads on eBay?
Yes, it's like an African deal.
Had no idea.
You want to see my eBay item?
Last one. UFO detector. How much?
$6,000.
$4,500.
I was pretty close on that. You want to see my eBay item?
Sure. How much do you think that would go for?
This is a tournament used with a certificate of authenticity line ball, used line ball from none other than the legend himself, the top water technician, Zell Rowland.
The Czar. Zell the Czar.
This line ball came off of Zell Rowland's reel, multiple reels, was then plucked from the garbage can and neatly wound into a unique and original line ball. Here, give him a little close up.
Oh,
Ooh.
Right here.
There it is. That is a Zell Rowland line ball from 2010.
I don't think you're getting too much for that. By the way, was it Chad in North Dakota? Was it North Dakota or South Dakota?
Bismarck.
North Dakota. Oh. Did I really knock that over?
Yeah. You need to go to the county fair.
Exactly. I didn't even see it. That was freaking awesome. All right, Chad. It was Chad, right?
You're running the show.
Chad, send Matt an email, Matt at basszone.com, and we'll get you taken care of. Make sure you include your address and telephone number. We will take care of you with a fabulous prize pack. And there was one on there we did not get to.
Ooh, I like Frank's idea. How about a sexy shad flavor of yogurt?
Yes.
I would run with that. Although, sexy shad. I mean, in theory, in actuality, what would you mix? Maybe a little confetti with some like buttercream.
Birthday cake?
Yeah, birthday cake with some buttercream. With a streak of buttercream. Ooh, that sounds good.
I don't
Sexy
know.
shad flavored yogurt.
I don't think he's going to be selling too much of that.
Should we put this on eBay
to see?
With a min bid of $100?
Dude, Kevin Van Dam's not even getting any bids, and somebody's going to bid on that?
Dude, this is Zell Rowland.
I'm sure there's a lot of Pop R's out there on eBay.
I mean, that...
Now, what are you going to do with that?
It feels... It's been sitting above my desk for the last 3 years.
What's somebody else going to do with it?
what do you do with anything you buy off eBay? You display it. There's some kid out there who is just in love with the pop bar who would love to have this.
You are correct.
For the right price, it's theirs.
All right, tomorrow, Mark in Minnesota is going to break down his comparison of the TTBC, FLW versus Bass versus FLW.
Versus PAA.
He's going to throw a little PAA in there also.
Exemptions. He's got the whole break.
He's got all kinds of stuff in there. So we're finally going to talk to Mark tomorrow. And then Mr. Boyd Duckett making another return since he did not get into the Open at Douglas.
Can we search eBay for Boyd Duckett items tomorrow while he's live?
Yeah, we could do that. It's kind of funny. I may have started a new bit here. I was really surprised. No bids on anything for KVD.
I was surprised there wasn't anything with Randy.
0. Just a DT6. All right, everybody, have a safe Wednesday. We will talk to you tomorrow. Everybody be safe.